Yo! What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Claroos.
And this is episode 2 of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, a show that you like a lot and that I thought the first episode was good.
Yeah. I have fond memories of it. Do I remember what happens next? Not really. Do I remember details of the plot? Not really. So it's going to be a really fun ride. But I had so much fun last time. I think it was like my favorite reaction we ever did because I was just like this the whole time.
Like, upon watching it, did a bunch of stuff come back to you that you, like, wouldn't have remembered if you weren't actively watching it?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see how that keeps going, then, as we watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. If you want the full-length reaction to this, go to patreon.com/nerdynightly. We haven't recorded in a minute, and this is not going smoothly. Go to patreon.com/nerdynightly, or don't. That's up to you. But for now, we're going to watch this episode. So, yeah. Great intro, Nerdy.
Nailed it.
Crushed it.
Alchemy, the science of understanding, deconstructing, and reconstructing matter. However, it is not an all-powerful art. It is impossible to create something out of nothing. If one wishes to obtain something,
What in the Jurassic Park is this opening?
exchange, the basis of all alchemy.
This is very important information.
There is a taboo among alchemists.
Why are they so wide?
What an intro.
Yeah, wow, that was wild.
Could just be sleight of hand, some cheap trick like that.
But what if it's not?
Does Al pay for a ticket, or does he travel as luggage? Like, is he an oversized bag, or do they buy him a seat?
You know, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but it's not scribbling. Here, watch.
Oh my, that's alchemy, isn't it?
Oh my!
I can't believe you've done this.
She is way too fucking chill for her children messing around with magic in the fucking study.
Take after your father, my little geniuses. You make me so proud.
No wonder they end up doing a fucking alchemist thing that kills Al. Their mom is like, oh my god, look, you're doing magic without supervision at like 6 years old. That's safe.
Oh.
Oh my god, okay.
She says you shouldn't cry for loved ones who've passed away, because when you do, it makes them feel sad in the next world too.
Jesus Christ, Grandma. Wow. That is fucking terrible advice to give to a child.
Come on, Ed, drink your milk, too.
No, I hate milk.
If you don't drink it, you'll stay short forever.
You mean like you sawed-off old hag?
What was that, you little half-pint midget?
Shut down, Minnie!
Jesus Christ.
Uh,
So, do all animes start with the protagonist's mom dying? Attack on Titan, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, this.
there should be a poll, you know? There should be... someone's probably kept track of that, yeah.
It just is like, of the like 5 that we've reacted to, I think 4 of them start with the mom of the protagonist dying.
I mean, even in Chainsaw Man, his mom is dead.
Yeah, but we don't see her die.
Yeah.
So that makes it genius?
Someone came up with the idea to pour milk into vegetable soup for the first time, right? That's a leap of imagination. The kind a scientist needs to be able to make, too.
Yeah.
There's also flour. There's a few other pieces of that. What got you into alchemy? Stew. Someone put milk in beef broth, and it just...
But we wanted to see Mom smile again.
Fair.
Back to our lives with her the way they used to be. That's what drove us, day and night.
I'm surprised this wasn't the first episode.
Yeah. I thought it was. Like, yeah.
35 liters. Carbon, 20 kilograms. Ammonia, 4 liters. Lime, 1.5 kilograms.
The fuck did you get lime from? Who's selling lime to children? That shit's dangerous. Like pure lime? Don't fuck around with this shit. Kids. If you're watching don't watch our content if you're a child, but...
Now the constructional formula. And finally, we need some soul data. Okay, this is it, Hal.
Some soul data. Honestly, I'm just impressed that their circles are that precise.
I know.
For children, like, their penmanship is fantastic.
Yeah. They've been practicing for years.
Do they release the 7 sins with this spell? Is that what's about to happen? Ah, that was cool. Whoa. Killed my brother.
It was like all of the information in the world was being poured into my brain at once. It's too much! It's too much! Make it stop!
This is a nightmare.
Yeah.
I don't want to know shit. I'm good.
How was it?
I see. My theory of human transmutation wasn't wrong. It can be done. It's possible.
It's the law of equivalent exchange.
No! He's gone! What have I done? Somebody help me!
Does he trade his arm to bring Al back? Oh, God. Doesn't feel very equivalent. That was brutal. That was really dark.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe that's why it's not the first episode. Because for kids, they need to like set up that Al's already dead. Because if I saw that first, that would have been much more traumatizing than kind of already knowing it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Lieutenant Colonel, they're not in back either.
And don't bark at our guests. Yes?
Oh, she is so small.
We went to your house, we saw the floor. What was that? What did you do?
We didn't mean it. We're sorry. We're sorry.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Lieutenant Riza, have you ever had to shoot anyone?
Jesus fucking Christ. These children.
Soldiers like you are the reason my mom and dad left during the war, and soldiers are the reason they're dead. Now you're here to take Ed and Al away, too.
Oh my God.
Why did you become a soldier?
Because there's someone I have to protect.
Is she in love with Roy? Is this a like Mikasa Aaron situation, but it's Riza and Roy?
It's definitely not a Mikasa situation.
Oh, okay.
At least not that I remember.
I thought Riza was going to be Armstrong's sister, but...
That boy. I've never seen anyone look so defeated.
That's what you saw? There was fire in those eyes.
How long will the surgery and rehabilitation take?
I'd say about 3 years, more or less.
I'll do it in 1.
Okay. I don't know, he gets a sick metal arm. I feel like... It doesn't seem like his metal limbs are, like, limiting him, you know?
Well, you can't feel anything.
Yeah, but it's not his dick.
Brother!
Yeah, I'd say that's right on the money.
No, it's amazing!
You think I'm a gearhead? That's fine, but you had better get used to it. Because as long as you're wearing my automail, you're stuck with this gearhead whether you like it or not.
That girl created that? At, like, 11 years old? God damn. Who needs Al? Or Ed?
That's their, like, business. There's, like, an automail sign.
I just figured it was the grandma.
I mean, they work together.
Who's he?
You idiot. That's His Excellency Führer King Bradley.
Führer King?
It's a little excessive.
He's not even using a transmutation circle.
How many times in the show do they say, he's not using a transmutation circle?
It's not 0, I'll tell you that.
My, that's quite something, isn't it?
For a second, I thought he was going to pull the Little Mermaid's castle out of the ground.
Oh my god.
You know, there are some people who would see this as a good way to assassinate a VIP. In the future, you might want to rethink the way you conduct these examinations.
That's good. But I'd say you still have much to learn about the world.
Ah! When did he draw his sword?
He moved at the speed of evil. I don't trust that man.
Because he's called Führer?
And because it went to black and white when he killed the other bad guy. Some secret evil person shit.
This silver pocket watch will serve as proof of your state certification.
Wow, this episode does a lot. Holy shit, it's packed.
Yeah. They speed up the beginning of the original one.
Yeah.
And that he is hereby granted the title of Full Metal.
Wait, so the Fuhrer just gives everyone, like, silly names?
I guess, yeah.
The Full Metal Alchemist.
I love the idea that this Fuhrer is evil, but he's, like, got a little, like, I will name you Ice Alchemist. You already have a Metal Alchemist. You'll be the Full Metal Alchemist. That's so goofy. I love it.
You need a good code name, you know?
I need the scene, though, of him, like, naming alchemists.
Right.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot in that episode.
Yeah. That was dense.
Yes.
In a way that, like, I'm like, cool. But I'm on board with.
Yeah?
I like it, yeah.
Good. Yeah, I thought this was the first episode.
Is there, like, post-credit scenes in the show?
I
or
don't think so.
There's something at the end, but it might be, like, next time? No, okay.
Yeah. I think it's, like, tune in next week for...
Yeah. I think, wow, that was a lot.
Actually, wait a second. No, there are some post-credit scenes. I'm pretty sure I took a screenshot, actually, because someone commented on the first video and was like, hey, just so you know, this is the full and complete list of all of the post-credit scenes.
Thank you, viewers, who are not trying to spoil us.
Yeah, you're the best.
I'm trying to, like, organize my thoughts, because I really like it. There's something about it that felt weird, because it did not feel like the same show as the first episode.
Fair.
Partially because there was a lot less, like, anime comedy stuff. Mm-hmm. It took itself a little bit more seriously. Yeah. And I think that partially that was because of the tone of, like, Al and the whole scene with the mom and, like, that disfigured body that looked like a Titan. It reminded me of Connie's mom on top of the building.
Oh, yeah.
It's so weird. I think those two episodes are very different from one another. But I like the character of Edward a lot. I like what motivates him. And seeing him, like, see the expanse of knowledge and get a little piece of that to take back with him is a really interesting concept, because he has, like, seen all knowledge, but he can't remember all knowledge. Yeah. And so he is behaving as if he has more knowledge than he actually does.
Yeah, because he's a fucking child.
Well, yeah, and there's, like, a narcissism in it, right? Which I think is... which is very realistic to youths. And right now, like, I'm kind of waiting for Al to have a little bit more character. Like, I get it. What happened to him is awful.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to have much of an opinion on anything yet. So I'm excited to, like, delve more into, like, what he cares about. Yeah. And who he is and how being a robot suit makes him feel. Yeah. Because he just is always kind of like, yeah, what do you want to do? Like, you know, he doesn't seem to have much personal motivation. Yeah,
he's such, like, a, like, people pleaser, mediator kind of person, like...
And that's not like a bad thing, even if it stays that way, right? Because there is a version of it where, like, he is Arrested Development at 10, and he, like, there's an element of being in the robot suit that has not allowed him to mature at all. And I think that is also an interesting version of this. I wonder why can he not be a state alchemist because he's a robot suit?
I can't really remember the details of that.
The one element of the show that I find very funny is nobody seems all that fazed by anything. Like, we were talking in the first episode about how, like, that city is, like, fucking destroyed. Yeah. And everyone wakes up the next day and is like, wow, that was a crazy night, huh? And then in this one, she comes home and her kids are doing alchemy, like, in the office. And she's like, that's so cute. You're doing very dangerous magic. And then people keep meeting Al, and nobody's like, wait a second, you're a human person in a suit of armor? Like, Roy is like, wow, pretty impressive that he managed to fuse a soul to a suit of armor. Are there a lot of human, like, are there a lot of souls fused to suits of armor in this world? Because Roy took that as if it was, like, so common. As if that was, like, something that any alchemist can do.
Yeah. This world is definitely a lot different from ours.
Which is fine. It just, I expected him to be like, wait, that's a person?
Yeah.
There's no one in there? And he was like, oh, interesting. He fused a soul to us. As if I would be like, oh, wow, they put pepper in their fettuccine Alfredo. Like, it was like the same level of concern over the situation.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I found it funny. I was like, I would lose my... If I walked in and this 11-year-old boy was like, I'm sorry, I tried to bring my mom back from the dead and in the process I lost my arm and my leg and also I had to fuse my brother, I would be like, are you okay?
Roy is not really fazed by much.
Sure, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I just find it funny.
Yeah, no, I think that's totally fair.
Also, the Winry being like... Why'd you become a soldier? I fucking hate soldiers. You're responsible for my parents being dead, you fucks. I'm like, God damn, the children in this world are savage.
I love Winry.
Oh, yeah?
So much. Yes. She
fucking
makes me laugh.
Made a fucking mechanical arm. I thought his arm was alchemy. So this world is a mixture of technology and alchemy.
Yes.
Okay.
The automail is a technology that exists in this world. That's used for a lot of different purposes.
Well, and you said, they have a sign that says automail.
Yeah.
I read that, and I thought they were post office bots. Like, I thought they were like, oh, we use alchemy
Automatic
to,
mail.
Send letters through space-time or something. I don't know. I don't know what automail is.
No, I
She's
love
like,
it.
that's my automail. I don't know what that is.
I love it.
It's not mail.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah, no, that's very funny. It's definitely not post... it's
for sure. No, I know that now.
Yeah.
But the first time I saw the sign, I was like,
no, they're post.
They're the like local
of course.
telegram people, or
Yeah, no.
Because you could call a telegram automail, and that would make sense.
Oh no, 100%. I agree with you. It's just very funny, like, because you haven't seen this and I have. Like, I never would have even. My brain would not have gone there. But yeah, they made his arm and leg. She's like her grandmother's like apprentice.
Yeah. The one thing about the show that I do find strange is the like very contemporary Glock gun style.
Oh, okay.
I wish the guns looked like they were affected by this world as opposed to being so like visually our Glocks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just wish that like maybe they were like automail in texture or just something to make them seem a little bit, because they don't come out very often thus far.
Yeah.
And every time they do come out, I just am kind of like, oh, that looks like a real gun.
Yes, yeah.
And because of like the automail technology, I kind of wish that the guns were like visually distinct to this world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't get a really good look at them. Like when they all pull them out in the the testing scene, it's kind of far away. I can't really I'm trying to think if we get like a better view. I'm sure we
got
get
a great view. No, when Al was holding the spear up to the Führer King.
Yeah.
They've got like that was a great view. And
yeah, but they're all like very small. I just I don't I'm not sure.
It's such a small thing. They just are very They're very contemporary looking in a way that I'm like, why do you need alchemy then? Like why would you need alchemy soldiers if you have guns?
Well, because the alchemy can be used for so many different things, and the state alchemists are like called upon when alchemy is needed. The police, like they are like normal, like our police people, they keep the law, patrol, they help citizens like that. That like they're still like police officers, and then like the state alchemists are. So
the state alchemists aren't the police.
They're part of the police.
But they're the military.
They're part of the It's all from what I remember.
Like obviously Al doesn't need a transmutation circle, but even like with him like pulling that spear out of the ground, the number of times that you could shoot him before he would be able to accomplish that with a gun is a lot.
You like you said, Al is like Ed is, a little narcissistic and a little full of himself.
But I just mean any alchemist. Like guns shoot so quickly, especially this style of gun.
Totally.
The amount of time, I could just picture like a normal person with a gun walking up to the greatest alchemist in the world, and the alchemist being like, give me a second, I have to use this chalk to draw a big circle on the ground.
So you remember in the first episode, they already had circles like drawn that they had on their person.
Oh, sure, but I mean like even the like ba ba da boo is like you can shoot. An AR-15 can shoot like 800 rounds in the amount of time it takes you to do that.
Yeah, totally fair.
And you don't need to train them at all.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to see Alchemist do really cool shit that, like, I'll get it later. But right now, I'm just kind of like, you guys, once you introduce guns to fantasy, it becomes very complicated. Because guns shoot so quickly that you either have to, like, have, like, musket guns so that there is a justifiable chance for the magic wielder to, like, keep up.
Yeah.
It's a problem with Harry Potter, right? Like, guns would just destroy like, Harry and his friends should have just got a bunch of fucking guns and gone and killed Voldemort with them, because in the amount of time it takes to say Avada Kedavra, you're fucking dead. You have a hole in your head, and there's no like magic shield that stops bullets. You know what I mean?
Well, but if you're a skilled enough wizard, you don't actually need to say anything.
In the movies. My point is like
no, in the books they have
is
classes for nonverbal spells.
Edward made a spear.
Yeah, no,
in a room full of people with guns.
I hear what you're saying.
And I'm sure the show will justify later. I'm just saying right now, the guns look so real world contemporary that I can't place when technologically the rest of this world is at.
Yeah, because the king's got like a sword, and they have like 12 guns. Yeah.
There's like magic armor technology. There's modern gun technology, but then the like trains and things seem to be like a little bit older. Like it's just that the world is all over the place for me.
It's very different from ours. Yeah.
And so I'm excited to get into it. And like I want to know more. That's just my initial thoughts, my initial reaction, if you will. But yeah.
Cool.
So
that's fun.
So what was Ishval? They mentioned Ishval. Am I supposed to know what that is?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But there was a war there?
There's some stuff. Yeah. Some bad things. You know, everyone's got their own trauma.
Oh. Okay. We'll get to it.
Is
that like what this show's about, ultimately? The conflict in Ishval and like the fallout of it?
No.
You don't have to answer if it's a spoiler.
You know what? I honestly cannot remember. I don't think it's that big of a part of it, but it does inform a lot of our characters in the world.
But Edward and Al aren't from Ishval.
No.
That's not like where their city is that Roy finds them?
No.
Because Winry said like the Eastern Front, someone said Eastern Front, and then Winry said the soldiers made her family go away, so like they're not from Ishval.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
No,
I'm sure there'll be more information later. I'm trying to figure it all out too soon, as always, because that's how my brain works. Y'all, if you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. We're gonna keep going with this. We might double up episodes. I kind of like doing one at a time. I don't know, it's tough. I feel like we talk about things in deeper context when we do one at a time, whereas when we do two at a time, we always end up talking about the second episode a lot, not the first.
Yeah, I think we might kind of just play this one by ear.
Yeah, if there's like a 2-episode arc.
If it like very clearly is like we can't stop here.
Okay.
Then maybe but we'll figure it out.
Right, no, I like it. I really like the alchemical thing. Oh, I like the god character.
The just white like.
Well, yeah, but it's like surrounded by dark matter. I think that's like a really interesting way to like portray God as being.
I love how it's animated.
Yeah, it's cool. Mm-hmm. I really like that.
Yeah,
I like the animation a lot.
It's cool and like terrifying. Yeah.
And I like the animation more this episode than the first episode.
Oh, okay.
Partially because they did less of the like anime like weird face stuff.
Yeah.
But also just the way the way they animated the sequence with Ed in the room trying to bring back his mom and then saving Al. I thought all the reds and everything they used in that animation was really well done.
Yeah.
And when they show what the mom has become, that moment animation wise was just really, really solid.
Yeah.
Really horrifying. Like the body horror of it was really well done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's horrifying.
Yeah. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. Mm-hmm. This episode, that algorithm goddess is
Winry.
That's right.
She misses her parents.
That child genius who
she's a genius.
Yes. She's freaking oh my god. From from fucking
Ironheart?
Yeah.
She's Ironheart.
Riri. She's Riri Williams.
Yeah.
But blonde. If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at nerdynightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
As always, y'all. Do something nerdy tonight.
Yeah.
Bye.